Hi, my name is Sofiia Podobulkina. I'm an 8th grade student from Lyceum number 34, and I would like to present to you my study by the name The Challenges of Translating English Proverbs and Sayings into Ukrainian. Translation of proverbs and sayings is a rather hard task because usually the translator needs to interpret all the culturic aspects of the sayings and proverbs that they're trying to translate. Translation in total is a way of the translator interpreting the words into another language, and proverbs and sayings are short sentences and sayings that have a rather deep meaning. In this study, I'll only be focusing on the translation of proverbs, as the same issues arise when translating both. An example of the challenges of translation can be a saying, Turkey's voting for Christmas. In Ukrainian, this direct translation of this proverb would not actually make a lot of sense. It would sound like «Індички голосують за Різдво». But from English resources, we can find that turkey is the main dish course for celebration of Christmas, meaning that turkeys are voting for their own death. And so in Ukrainian, this would actually be translated into «Не пиляй гілку, на якій сидиш». There are four main ways of translating proverbs, one being direct translation. It's when every single word is translated the way it should be. For example, the fish stinks from his head would be translated into «Риба гниє із голови». Another one is looking for equivalent idioms. It's when a translator looks for similar built proverbs that have the exact same meaning. They may have completely different words or maybe even structure in them, but they carry the same idea. For example, when in Rome, do as Romans do, would be translated as «У чужий монастир зі своїм статутом не ходять». Then there is translation through adaptation. It's when the translator looks for similar meanings. They may not represent the same idea, but a similar one, making it different from looking for equivalent idioms. Another example of this would be, if you scratch my back, I will scratch yours, and it will be translated as «Рука руку миє». And then there is compensation. It's when the translator may not be able to find the direct translation, and so they are looking for a way to explain the meaning of the proverb. For example, the early bird catches the worm would be «Той, хто рано встає, тому Бог дає». My study involved 5 main parts. The experiment part involves 5 main parts. First one being preparation of the materials. I gathered a total of 722 proverbs, and out of them I picked out 16 separate ones that I liked and gave them to 7 experts, being the second stage. In the third stage, I picked out 2 main models of AI, being ChatGPT 4.0 and ChatGPT 4. They were taken to make some comparisons to the different models to see how the AI actually improved. Then I processed the obtained translation and analyzed it to compare the AI results and the human results. And in the end, I ended up making some analytics of all the information gained, both through the AI translation and the human translation. As you can see over here, this is a table that shows all the results. I graded every single answer given by humans and AI from 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, also red, and green being excellent, or 5. As we can see on the table over here, the first 7 columns represent the experts that were translating the proverbs. Over here, on the very bottom, we can see the average of every single expert's translation and also the AI models, as well as the maximum average. In here, there is ChatGPT 4.0, and also the average of the proverb and the maximum of the proverb's grades. As seen over here, if comparing the ChatGPT average, we can see that it's rather better than every single one of the experts. But if we take the overall of the experts being the maximum made by humans is still better than AI. So in conclusion, AI should only be used as a tool. It's not really supposed to be a replacement, or should it be an enemy of the human translation. It should be a way of making work a lot easier and faster and more productive. So AI is actually our friend, not our enemy. Also, I have some recommendations on how we can improve AI and its translation, such as making some dictionaries of all the different idioms and phrases so that the AI actually has resources to take the information out of and give the correct translation to the user. And also, on the Ukrainian side of things, we should create more resources of Ukrainian information online. Thanks for your attention, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.